Hello everyone, welcome back to Learn AI with Jay, where we make artificial intelligence simple, practical, and fun for everyone. Whether you're a student, a working professional, or someone who's just curious about AI, you're in the right place. You've probably heard people say things like AI will steal everyone's job, AI is smarter than humans, or it's too late to learn AI. But are these statements actually true? Well, today we're going to separate facts from fiction and bust the biggest myths surrounding artificial intelligence. By the end of this video, you'll have a much clearer understanding of AI and you'll know exactly which myths you should stop believing. So, let's jump right in. The first myth is that AI will replace every human job. This is probably the most common fear people have, but the reality is quite different. AI is designed to automate repetitive and time consuming tasks, not replace every human being. For example, AI can summarize documents, draft emails, analyze data, or answer common customer questions, but it still needs humans for creativity, leadership, decision making, emotional intelligence, and problem solving. Throughout history, every technological revolution has changed jobs, but it has also created new opportunities. The same is happening with AI. So, instead of worrying about AI replacing you, focus on learning how to use AI because AI may not replace you, but someone who knows AI might. Now, let's move on to the second myth, which is that AI thinks like humans. Many people imagine AI as having feelings or consciousness, but that's simply not true. AI doesn't think the way humans do. It doesn't have emotions, opinions, or self awareness. When you ask ChatGPT a question, it isn't actually understanding the conversation like a person. Instead, it's predicting the most likely response based on patterns it learned from massive amounts of data. Think of it like an extremely advanced autocomplete system. It looks intelligent, but it's fundamentally a prediction engine. The third myth is that AI knows everything. Because AI gives answers instantly, people often assume it's always correct. But AI can absolutely make mistakes. Sometimes it provides outdated information. Sometimes it misunderstands your question. And occasionally it generates answers that sound convincing but are completely wrong. That's why professionals always verify AI generated content before relying on it. AI is an amazing assistant, but it should never replace critical thinking. The fourth myth is that AI is only for programmers. This couldn't be further from the truth. Today, people from every profession are using AI. Students use it to study, teachers create lesson plans, doctors summarize medical reports, lawyers review legal documents, designers generate creative ideas, business owners automate customer support. You don't need to be a software engineer to benefit from AI. Learning how to use AI is becoming as important as learning how to use the internet. The fifth myth is that AI and ChatGPT are the same thing. ChatGPT is just one application built using artificial intelligence. AI is actually a huge field that includes machine learning, deep learning, computer vision, robotics, speech recognition, recommendation systems, medical AI, fraud detection, and much more. So, when someone says AI, they're talking about an entire ecosystem, not just Chat GPT. The sixth myth is that AI can replace human creativity. Yes, AI can generate poems, images, music, videos, and even code. But where does that creativity come from? It comes from patterns learned from existing data. Humans still provide imagination, emotions, storytelling, purpose, and original ideas. The best outcomes happen when humans and AI work together. Think of AI as a creative assistant rather than a creative replacement. The seventh myth is that AI is dangerous by itself. Movies often show robots taking over the world, but reality is much less dramatic. AI is simply a tool, just like electricity or the internet. Its impact depends on how humans choose to use it. AI helps doctors detect diseases earlier. It helps researchers discover new medicines. It improves language translation and accessibility. The technology itself isn't good or bad. Responsible use is what matters. The eighth myth is that you need a PhD to work in AI. Many beginners think AI is only for researchers, but today, thousands of AI engineers started by learning Python and building projects. Companies value practical skills more than fancy degrees. If you can solve real problems and demonstrate your abilities through projects, you can build an excellent AI career. Consistency matters much more than perfection. Even 1 hour of learning every day can make a huge difference over time. And finally, the 10th myth is that it's too late to learn AI. This is one of the most damaging beliefs anyone can have. Many people think they've already missed the opportunity. But the truth is, AI is still in its early stages. Thousands of companies are only beginning their AI transformation. New jobs are being created every single month. The best time to start learning AI may have been years ago, but the second best time is today. Your future self will thank you for starting now. Now, here's an interview ready answer you can use. If an interviewer asks, what is the biggest misconception about artificial intelligence? You can confidently say, the biggest misconception is that AI replaces human intelligence. In reality, AI augments human capabilities by automating repetitive tasks and generating insights, while humans continue to provide creativity, judgment, ethics, and decision making. That's a concise and professional answer that demonstrates a clear understanding of AI. Let's make this practical with a simple experiment. Open Chat GPT and ask it to write a short story about a dragon. Then ask it to generate Python code. Next, ask it to explain gravity as if you are 5 years old. You'll notice that the same AI can perform completely different tasks. Now ask it a factual question and verify the answer online. You'll quickly realize that AI is powerful, but it's not perfect. If you're planning a career in AI, don't let myths hold you back. Start with Python, learn machine learning, understand deep learning, build generative AI projects, explore AI agents. The people who keep learning and building will always stay ahead. Knowledge beats fear every single time. So, what's the biggest takeaway from today's video? AI isn't magic. AI isn't human. AI isn't perfect. And AI isn't something to fear. It's simply a tool built by humans to help humans. The more you understand AI, the more opportunities you'll unlock for yourself. Instead of believing myths, focus on building skills because the future belongs to people who embrace technology, not those who avoid it. Closing, and that's a wrap for today's video. I hope this video helped clear up some of the biggest misconceptions about artificial intelligence and gave you a better understanding of what AI can and cannot do. Thank you so much for spending your time with me.